Who does your firm appeal to? This is Loren Fogelman with Business Success Solution. And I was thinking about that during a recent trip abroad where I had to take many, many different types of transportation to get from one place to the other. And the types of transportation ranged from the really basic economy up to premium. And the reason I'm talking about this is because this applies to your firm also. And let me explain. Okay, think about traveling. You're not renting a car and you are on the move. Now, there's so many different ways to get from where you are to where you want to go. We took buses and trains and even water buses. And that was public transportation. It's very transactional, it's slow, and you might have to stand. So think about that in your firm. Who is it that's ready to go for the economy experience because they just want to get to their destination, but they're not really looking to get there quickly and they want to save a couple bucks by doing it the easy and expensive way. And then after public transportation were taxis. Now with taxis, I found that they were transactional. So they're not really engaged with you. They're just taking you from one to the other, and you might not even say a word to each other. There's low confidence on my part because there's no transparency. I'm not sure when they're going to arrive. I've even had it where I called for the taxi. They said 5 minutes, and 20 minutes later, I'm still waiting. I have no idea where that taxi is. Plus, I'm not sure how much the fee is going to be at the end because they are charging for time as well as mileage. I might pay one fee if I'm going during the evening and there's no traffic, and then maybe another if I'm going during rush hour. But the other part of it is if I'm in a strange location, I'm not even sure if they are taking me on the most direct route or if maybe they're buffering it a little bit for me to pay a couple extra dollars. So there's very, very low confidence on my end with the taxi drivers because there's so many unknowns, lack of transparency. So once again, think about it with your clients. Who is it that maybe doesn't have confidence in what you do, or they question you, they challenge you because there's so many unknowns on their part and they don't really fully understand how accounting firms work. Okay, so we have public transportation, we have taxis, and now we have Uber. With Uber, these people are entrepreneurial. They are really their own business. They're gig workers. And because of that, I found that they're more relational. I've been in cars where they have water bottles for me. Some are extremely clean. They are really looking at making things as transparent as possible. So in fact, there is transparency from the very start all the way to the end, where I know how far away a driver is. I can watch them approaching me on my app as they're coming to pick me up. I know exactly who is going to pick me up. I know what I'm going to be paying at the end. It is a set fee. And because of that, there's a lot of trust and confidence. Uber solved a lot of the problems that taxis have. Okay, and then the last one, and so think about that. There's so many people using Uber now. So who is it that you have as a client in your firm that wants the transparency, appreciates it from the start to the finish, and they care about the relationship? And then the last one is car service. Car service is premium fees. But what happened is that I was on a very long transatlantic flight and I was exhausted coming in after midnight. I didn't want to have to deal with taxis or Uber or public transportation to get to my destination. I wanted it to be easy and convenient. So I went ahead and hired car service to pick me up at the airport. Well, before I even went into the lobby, I got a call from the driver just checking to see if I arrived and how much time I would need to make sure that I was okay. Once I went through customs, then the driver was holding a sign with my name on it. I knew exactly who I was going to be working with as my driver. And then the driver escorted me to the vehicle. It was a very comfortable ride, and I arrived safely at my destination. It was a very, very easy, seamless transaction. And for that one, I was paying for convenience because I just didn't want the extra frustrations and hassles when I was already tired. So think about that for yourself. who is it that you have as clients that really are willing to pay that premium fee for it to be an easy, quick, efficient experience for them. So once again, just like transportation, there's all these different types of modes, from public to taxi to Uber to car service. You probably have people coming to you in your firm that are at that wide range as well. And just think about, who is it that you're serving? Do you have a wide variety of services that appeal to the different needs of your clients? And can you offer them packages with upfront, it's transparency, and it focuses on the relationship? So I'd love to hear how this resonates with you, who it is that you're appealing to, what it is that you're taking away maybe as an insight, or how you might look at things a little bit differently. Please go ahead and let me know below what it is that you took away, what you found that really resonated with you. I'm always interested in hearing how this applies to you and your firm. Loren Fogelman, showing accounting professionals how to double their income working half the time.